All right, so we're starting the Yeast Fermentation Lab. As you can see, we have a setup. This group is doing a great job. They're measuring out 5 milliliters of yeast, and they're putting them in their 4 tubes. So they've got glass tubes, as you can see right there. So we'll watch. She's gonna add her, oh, this is awesome. I owe them because they're doing this for me. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that nice warm yeast. 5 milliliters going in the tubes. That sounds really bad. So all 4 tubes are going to be filled up, and while they're doing that, I'm going to show you all my beautiful labeling job of the cups. We've got glucose, sucrose, fructose, and distilled water. They're going to take these and fill them to the brim on top of the yeast, so you guys can experience this amazing lab. This is so cool. There's no measurement needed on the sugars or the water. You just fill it up to the brim. You have to give them a food source, y'all. They have to have some food to perform fermentation. Remember, they have to go through glycolysis.
Tasty water.
Oh, it's so cool. And this group has a perfect 4, so they don't need my help on this. So you can see they're filling it. I would put a little bit more in this one maybe, and a tad bit more in that one. The first and fourth one are great. Yeah. Okay, so they've got all 4 tubes. One of these has distilled water. Is it probably this one?
Yes.
Okay, and then they have glucose in one, fructose in one, and sucrose in one. And now they're going to take these vials right here, and they're going to cap them off to cut off the oxygen supply.
It's scary.
Yeah, this is the scary part.
It's scary. Okay, guys.
I'll just get a view
Are
of
we
one.
ready? Okay, let's be, okay. Okay, when I say go, okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so they capped them, and there's no rush now. They just cut off oxygen, and when they're ready, they're all going to invert them and turn them upside down so that they can ferment in the tube.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Isn't that the coolest thing you ever saw?
Stressful. Oh, and then start the timer?
It's okay, you're perfect.
Yeah,
Yep.
start the timer. Timer started.
They did a beautiful job, so look at this. They're upside down, and they're going to start their timer. And after a couple of minutes, they're going to measure the height of carbon dioxide bubbles that forms at the top of the tube. So stay tuned.
Okay.
So they are taking a measurement. I wanted you guys to be able to see the nice foam at the top. So which test tube is that one?
This one's B.
Yeah, that's B, just to give you a perspective. I'm going to give you data, but just so you guys can see. Which one is that one? Yours.
How many? Oh, mine is D water.
This one is D. See the little bubbles? What do we got on that one?
2.
Ooh, and look at this one.
This is fructose and it has 2.
Okay, so just to give them a perspective of what it Okay, so they just did a 6-minute measurement. Look at this foam. Not only is it at the top, but you can see it's starting to push some liquid out of the bottom. Okay, then the next tube is right here. This is looking really good. This is tube D. Which one was that first one?
Yeah.
B? B is in boy. And then this one is which one?
Glucose out of A.
Glucose. And which one's this one?
This one's C. I don't want to touch it.
Okay, don't touch it. So just to give you all a view, and I'll give you the data in a minute. So here are your measurements for the 4 tubes. We went ahead and measured them for you. So you'll want to push pause and then write down the data, and then use that data to complete the lab. You'll have to do a graph, and on the back you'll have to answer some questions. So once you complete that, go ahead and upload it to the Schoology tab.